Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my intraday slash day trade analysis where I go over the markets and look for my intraday setups. Just going based a little bit, well, not a little bit, um, based off of my weekly analysis. Just going over trades, seeing how they move, and seeing if I should get into anything. Right. So enough talking. Let's get into this. Let's get into this chart talk. Well, there's enough regular talking. I mean, y'all know what I mean. Anyways, so DXY still has this open gap that I needed to fill up. It still has this open gap that I needed to go and close so that I could be more comfortable looking for a bullish DXY. Um, even to this downside move when the market, like, how between 4 p.m. Central Standard Time and 5 p.m. Central Standard Time when the swap fees changed and all that stuff. Even with this market opened up with a gap, but I still want this gap down here to get closed out before I start looking for buys. So I'm going to actually set an alert here. Closed gap, right? Create. And then that's when I'll start looking for a bullish DXY. But at the same time, when I go into the weekly time frame, now all I really want to see is for price to really come and just take these, like, come and just take out these lows on the weekly time frame because it's already came down this low. And then even last week's candle that closed, it doesn't look like it's necessarily bullish either. So at this point, I'm kind of like iffy on the US dollar. I don't even want to trade it. I just want price to just basically, let me actually lower this. I would just rather price just come down here at this point and just from there then go bullish or something like that rather than trying to buy or sell it right now. Not in my best interest at this point in time. I'm just like, doesn't look that great to me, right? So, but when we come to arbitrage, same thing, right? Like prices already came under the lower danger zone. Like I mentioned last week, like I mentioned on Sunday, price had done this job retracement, was respecting right here. Then if it continues to drop, then like I said, I'm not really interested in trying to sell this right now. I just at this point want price to just keep dropping, even like nothing showing that it wants to buy right now. I mean, I could set an alert for the 15 minute, but I don't know. Not really crazy over the DXY and how it's moving. It's just extremely bearish. So again, just like I mentioned last week, I mean, like I mentioned on Sunday, when it comes to DXY, I want that gap to close up. Then maybe I'll start looking for some opportunities on the lower time frame on here, but I need to see some bullish, like something that's telling me that yes, this is gonna go bullish, and none of this is telling me this is gonna go bullish. I see wicks here, but price could just end up dropping anyways and going to fill up this gap. So I'm just waiting for that, honestly. It's going to Euro USD. All right, EU. So EU is basically back at these highs. This gap had been closed off of EU, but then it came back to that area as well. So let me just line it up to how high it came. Why is this in the way? So from this gap that I had made, price had closed it back up with this right here. Then price came back to the same area. I'm still kind of looking for sales here, but it's still very risky because, like I said, with the DXY, and I'm just gonna go point it out on the weekly over here. My price might as well just come up here at this point at 1.2500. If price can really come up here and touch these highs and then drop, that'd be much better for me personally speaking. I don't really care for it. Just let me see. Okay, it's because the candle's there. There we go. Don't really care for this area that it came to, but it could definitely hold here as this was used as a support previously. Now it's being used as resistance on a weekly time frame. So price could definitely hold right here and drop. But like I said, for me personally, I kind of just, well, not even kind of, I just want price to at this point go up to 1.2500 and then I can see what I'm gonna do from there. From at this point, but I mean, if EU gives me an impulsive bearish movement to the downside today, absolutely, then I'd be looking for the retracement sells. But as of right now, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing that price could potentially just keep going to the upside. Let me put this on here. Point of control on the 1 hour, if I zoom out, is all the way down here at 1.21289. So trying to sell this isn't really a bad idea, but at the same time, it's risky because if you were trying to get into a sell right here, then it kind of look like this, which isn't really risky. You're risking like 30 pips. Yeah, I like that 30 pip move, to be honest. And if we're taking it to the point of control, then 34.63, that's a 1-2. It's not terrible, but I just would rather, like I said, see prices go up to 1.2500 rather than try to sell it from right here. Like, there's really nothing here that's telling me that this wants to sell. It's like all buys right now. Oops, let me go out this point of control. Like, even if you draw this trend line here, look at this is where price broke through that trend line. Like, yeah, it give you this bearish move, but then it went higher than this bearish move. So again, not feeling the sells. I'd rather price just go back up to 1.2500 and then drop. That's just my personal opinion on Euro USD. Let's go see what arbitrage has. I'm pretty sure it's hella bullish as well. Yep, very much bullish. 15-minute time frame. Not calling for a buy just yet. I mean, if I can get a 15-minute sell call, a retracement, and then a continuation, absolutely. Absolutely, I might get into the sell. But it's just really hard to tell at this point. So I'm going to just short, once per bar close and see what happens here. If I get the alert to get into a sell, hey, maybe I'll get in. I'll notify you guys. But like I said, right now, there's nothing telling me to try to sell Euro USD. 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, it's just all bullish. So there's that. Let's go on over to a different pair because, like I said, nothing's really changed on this. All right, GU. The GU has been playing games, man. So, overall, what I'm still looking for is for price to break through or respect this, come to the downside. Not really looking at this bullish move on GU quite yet, but you want to be very careful with this Brexit news because it could push GU to the upside. So that's the only thing about GU that I'm kind of worried about, that it could push GU to the upside. It is at this weekly zone up here where you can see that it previously came up to and then dropped and then popped up. Kind of want to see the similar thing. So price right here, if it could drop back down and then pop up again, that'd be awesome. That's what I would rather see rather than price to just go bullish from here, break the upside, then retest and continue to the upside. But look at the DXY. Like DXY is garbanzo right now. So I'm not even trying to really trade USD pairs like that. I like this 61.8 move to the upside where 1.35460 could be your possible entry for a sell, or just whole area right here in general. This is sell box right here. Right? So go ahead and drop a sell box. Great. So I'm looking for sells right there because I do like this retracement after this this bearish move right here. And then continuation to the downside. That would be most ideal in my opinion. Let's go on to arbitrage, see what arbitrage has for me. So 15-minute it faked out for the sell, but then they called for the exit very shortly after. That's why I usually wait for the break and retest. And so right now I'm just kind of waiting. I don't like the 15-minute. That 1 hour is about to be called for the retracement, which is awesome. That's what I want to see. 4 hour time frame definitely called for a buy and retested the RSI line. So kind of iffy on that as well. You know, GU doesn't really have any necessarily bearish setup that I like to see. Yeah, I saw this earlier. Damn, this would give me an opportunity to buy right here. Yeah, I'm not seeing really much of a opportunity here on GU either. Like I said, I would rather just personally at this point wait for price to come up to the sell box. Then I'll decide and see based on how the market is moving if I would want to get into the sell. But as of right now, even like I said, arbitrage isn't giving me anything, and then I still want this bullish push to the upside. I'm not going to trade anything. I'll just be patient and wait it out, and once I get some better confirmations on GU, I'll trade it. So AU hit my stop loss at break even from yesterday. Solid trade though overall. We got the 1 hour we got the 1 hour arbitrage sell. Let me see. This sell right here, break, retest, price dropped, hit the lower danger zone, so that was a completed trade on arbitrage standards. Or 1 hour arbitrage standards, in my opinion, because that's how I trade arbitrage. Let's go ahead and delete this. I still kind of do believe that AU could definitely hold right here and drop. If we go to the 15-minute time frame, we could take a look at this bearish move that it made. From this high to this low, definitely has hit points where I like to look for entries. So if I was looking to enter into AUD USD, it'd be probably like right now-ish. Only thing that I have against this is that on the 4 hour on the daily, it's extremely bullish. So let me go ahead and hide this real quick. I still wanted to see this. Let me get rid of these as well. These are my measurings to make sure that stop loss will be at break even. Yeah, based off of this setup right here, this is still pretty much valid because it's still holding at the 78.6. It didn't come down at 23.6 like how I usually like it to. But at the same time, it's kind of like this is extremely bullish. And there's not been signs to tell me to actually try to sell it. But I do like this 15-minute sell, so I'm going to set it up for the alert. So AUD USD long exit, short once per bar close, and then create, and then we'll see what happens right here. But as of right now, like I said, this is extremely bearish right now. It's kind of hard to say if you want to try and bullish. It's extremely bullish. I like this 15-minute setup though for sure. This 15-minute setup looks very nice for a sell, even if it's a shorter term sell. Very nice. It gave the drop, retraced. Well, so yeah, this is kind of like a paint setup type of way. So it pushed up higher, faking out the buyers, then it dropped, then it retraced. It's chilling at this sell box for the swing, and then even for this type of move, it almost came up to the 78.6. If that was your entry, you probably would have missed that entry. And now I just see price dropping to the downside. So I actually do like this trade. If I were to just get in where price is at currently, 21 pip stop loss. I personally feel like if it's going to drop, then it's going to make a lower low. But again, it's just that US dollar that's really irritating me and having me. It's a 1 to 2 risk reward setup right here, right where price is at. I like that actually. It's just I really don't like where the US dollar is sitting, but I do want to see another leg down to the downside. So this is something that I'm going to be definitely watching for. I still like this sell, but if price comes out and takes me out of the trade right here, that's what it is. Let me make it right here. There you go. 22 pips for 84 pips. I like the risk reward on that. Therefore, I'm taking this trade and let's see how it plays out. So get my magic keys up over here. I'm risking 1% of my account on this trade. Open calculator, switch. So stop loss 0.76225. And then take profit. Like I said, I want to see price make a lower low. 0.75162. Input risk 1%. All right, so I'm in the trade. Stop loss at break even once price moves 22 pips, and from there, let's see what price does. Right, activate break even trigger. All right. So let's see what AUD USD does. Like I said, I'm a little iffy about it just because price is so bullish, but at the same time, it's a good 15-minute setup, and I'm not gonna just pass it up because of the AUD of the DXY. If I miss it, then hey, if I miss it, it is what it is. I'm not afraid to take an L. So I'm in that. Let's go into GA. So GA, I mean, we got into the sell from arbitrage yesterday. Let me see, for 1 hour time frame. Called for that sell, retest, it dropped. Hasn't called for a buy on here quite yet. So that's the sub. That's what I like to see. If this does go bullish, though, AUD USD is definitely going to drop, which is what I want. So let's go on to GA real quick again. I wanted this retracement to the upside. It never happened. Prices ended up dropping some more. So I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Let's see what price is doing over here. This just looks like it's probably going to end up dropping right now, which is not a good sight for my AUD USD pair or trade, but it is what it is. Hit this 71%. It looks like this is going to keep dropping right here. Let's go to the daily time frame again. I mean, overall, I still really want to see this move happen right here. Price to come back up to 1.80829. If it's not going to just drop from here, then I need the retracement back up to these highs. Let me use these before totally wrong way. I would need price to, if I'm trying to get into a sell, I need price to do this type of magic. I'd rather have the 71% fib personally. But this is how I would want to play GA if I was playing it out right now. Lower time frame, I don't really see anything here, except for a possible push to the downside. So no, I would have needed it to break these lows, then make this type of move for me to try to buy it. Because you can also argue that, oh, well, with this right here, price is rejecting off of that 61.8. Yep, thought so. Therefore, price can push to the upside. I don't care for it that much. I see it. No, it's not. I'm not acting like it's not there, but I don't care for it that much. That's the difference. Like if price would have came and swept these lows and then made that push to the upside, totally different story. But as of right now, like I said, not really caring, not really looking to see or to get into this buy. I mean, that's holding. So if it holds right there, then absolutely you guys can take that buy. Like I said, I want this 61.8 retest at least and then a push to the downside. Let's go on over to arbitrage and see what Arby has. So 15-minute just started calling for this sell right here. Absolute reason why I'm not trying to get in. 1 hour time frame, never called for the buy, rejected off the RSI line multiple times. Another reason why I don't want to get in. 4 hour time frame, it called for the sell, retested off of this RSI 3 times, well, 4 times if you're counting this. Well, this is the count that called it. 3 times off of the 4 hour RSI line. Another reason why I'm not trying to get into it. And daily time frame, absolutely bearish. So if you want, like I said, you could try, but that's what's incoming in L. So well, it's not incoming, but I just, like I said, I'm not. It's not for me. All right, let's see what EA is up to. So EA, I had said on the analysis that I feel like it's gonna drop, and I still feel that way. Especially with GA, the way how it looks, I still feel that this is gonna drop. Came up to this broken trend line on the weekly time frame. 1, 2, 3 touches on the weekly. It broke that, retesting it right now, as we can see. Yeah, and it's holding very nicely on the weekly, man. I mean, I would have loved if price came to this. Let me delete this slide real quick. I would have loved if price came up to this channel again and rejected off of it, but I don't think we might get that because price is just rejecting off of the weekly channel. I mean, trend line that I drew. So that's why I'm just like, well, kind of have to read it in a week. Like if it holds right here, this is gonna drop, and I still, like I said, I still feel that way genuinely. GA, same thing. I feel like GA is gonna make a lower low on the higher time frames. AU, very questionable. I got into the trade, risky 1%, but it's very questionable with the sell, in my honest opinion. So it's just gotta be careful with EA right now. Let's see what we have here. Daily, extremely bearish. 4 hour, not extremely bearish, but it's not bullish either. It hasn't called for the buy yet. 1 hour time frame. I did want to get this buy right here, a retracement, and then a push to the upside. Never got it, so it is what it is. 15-minute time frame. Price has just been playing with this right here. But that 30-minute is what I was really looking at yesterday for me to possibly get into a sell. And with price even rejecting off this upper danger zone and all that, I actually got into this sell. Price dropped a little bit. I got my stop loss hit at break even, so I'm not in it anymore. But I still do kind of want to see this break retest drop to the downside thing. Kind of want to still see it. But on the lower time frame for EA, kind of looks bullish to me. If I'm taking it from these lows right here, I would love for price to come back down to like 71% or 78.6 at 1.60520, and then the push to the upside would be nice. But I'm kind of just watching for it. I don't really necessarily care for it. I'm feeling that it's gonna fall and make a lower low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up just an alert right here. Euro UD crossing that line, 78.6 fib, 8.6 fib on on EA. And I'm going to see exactly how this plays out. But again, I'm not really too crazy about how it's looking. I don't think that it's necessarily the best kind of look. Could happen, but like again, 4 hour time frame, I'm seeing that bullish push up, drop right now. That's literally all I'm seeing right now. So let's see how things play out. I'm going to delete this fib and just have that alert chilling there. So that's for EA. Euro GBP. Hold on. First of all, I had readjusted this. This is the trade of the week in my eyes. If price can climb up a little higher and get me this sell right here. Now, if I'm talking about from this impulsive sell from this wick to down here, you kind of want to be looking for sells right here. But what I want price to come up to the 61.8 right here. I'll risk 100 pips off of this. Take price to the lower low. That'll be like a 3.55% account increase if you just don't take any partials, anything like that. So this is, I'm still saying the same thing on EG, but I'm just waiting for this limit order to get hit at 0.91171. Come over here. We already took profits off of this trade, and again, it's the same thing that I was looking for. 61.8 got hit. 71% nearly got touched, but it didn't get there. And price has just been consolidating ever since it came up here. So, like I said, I'm looking for a push to the downside right now. So remove drawings. Did I just delete something that I shouldn't have? Hold on. There we go. So yeah, remove drawings. Kind of still want to see this drop. 30-minute time frames just been playing around. I'm just going to be patient with EG though, because again, I want that buy limit. That sell limit rather than for me to just get in right now. 1 hour time frame called for the buy. That was solid that we got into yesterday. Looking for that drop though. 4 hour time frame is calling for a buy, so I'm definitely not even trying to entertain EG right now. Just want that push to the upside and then a drop. Daily time frame had called for that buy, but again, guys, just to reiterate why I'm so bearish on EG, if you look on the weekly time frame, it's up at these highs, and I don't want it to come up back to here. Really don't want that. It could happen. It could definitely happen, but it's just that this is the highest that price has ever been, 0.97800. So right now, I just see this as a major supply zone, and that price could just end up dropping. So that's why I'm just like, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for that order to get hit, and then we'll see what price does from there. So that's for EG. EN, kind of the same thing as I want to see from the beginning of the week. I want price to go up to 1.72554, then drop. The daily time frame swing it still looks good. Personally, on EN, it looks really good for the swing right at this level. I personally like it, and if for my swing traders out there, this is for arbitrage. I already have an alert set for the exit. I think I'm going to get into this for the long term buy. 494 pips. What I'll be risking would be something like 120 pips. So it's a 1 to 4.11 risk to reward ratio on this move. You'd put it probably under these lows. And then if price does end up calling for the exit, then most likely you'd already be out the trade. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this trade. I like it for, like I said, for the long term, right? So I'm actually in this sell right now. But it's just, like I said, it's just a small time. It's just a small term sell, and I'm only up 16 pips, and my stop loss is at break even. So open up my calculator. Oh, I don't even have magic keys. Hold on, give me a second. I'm down to risk 2% of my account on this trade. So 30. What's my TP? 494 at 1.7664. So 490. And my stop loss is 120. Stop loss at break even. Um, 120. 120. Okay. And then open my trade. All right, so I'm in there. I'm in there like swimwear. So I like this trade for the long-term buy. Again, I already have the exit alert for this trade, so let's see how things play out. Let me actually go to the lower time frames on this. So 4-hour time frame, this just got rejected and price dropped a little bit. Let me show you guys the sell that I'm in. It's from this 30-minute time frame. This is where I entered at right here. And so, like I said, I'm just a little bit in profit, nothing too crazy. So from here, from this high to this low, or to here is 18 pips. Price dropped a total of 33 pips. I should have actually been out of this trade. In fact, I am going to get out. I'm in good profits. I'm chilling. But like I said, I do like this long-term buy. I'm risking 2% on this trade actually. But like I said, it's a long-term trade. Therefore, be careful with your lot size. 30-minute called for that sell. 1 hour just called for the sell. But I don't mind being in drawdown. Like I said, it's a daily sell. I mean, it's a daily buy. I'm gonna play this out and see how things go. So that's for EN. I have this alert set. Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold, Mr. Gold. So this trade, I don't know when I said that this got his stop loss at break even. I'm tripping. This trade did not get his stop loss, did not get hit at break even. And I still think this is gonna drop, but it looks like it's gonna get hit at break even. So if you're still in this gold trade from yesterday, take your profits because I feel like the stop loss is gonna get hit. But I do see that there's an order block right here at the 78.6. I still think this is gonna drop. So that's just it for gold, but I'm not crazy over trading gold right now, to be honest. Daily time frame called for the buy. The 4 hour is calling for a buy. It just called for a buy. It looks like it's rejecting. So like I said, if you're in this gold trade, get out for the sell. But this 1 hour called for the sell, retested this multiple times, so it could drop. It could drop, but I'm just not here for it right now. 15-minute time frame looks like it wants to also go to the upside, but again, it's just iffy. So trade this at your own risk. I'm not personally trading it right now. I'm out the trade. I took my profits yesterday. And so, yeah. And then for the S&Ps, I'm just going to go over this real quick. All-time highs. I'm not trading it. I want to sell it, but even with this, the call for the sell told me to get up at the very next candle. 830 is coming up shortly. So if it gives me a bearish push to the downside, I would look for a retest and then another push to the downside type thing. But other than that, I can't trade the S&Ps or the Dow Jones. Same thing right here, called for the sell. Oh, it did call for the sell, still holding for the sell. If price comes back up and holds, I might sell it, but I'm not really interested into it, honestly. And Ripple's at 19 cents. And hey, guys, I post on social media all the time about this. I'm just going to let the sheep talk and let the sheep do their thing. 17 cents is where I want price to come back down to possibly get into another sell. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to let those who want to sell, let them sell. They're making me make more money in the long term anyways, because when they sell, like we're acting like Bitcoin. Let's just put this shit into perspective, right? Let's put this into perspective. We're acting like Bitcoin never came and made all-time highs like this and then dropped like a madman. We're acting like that's never happened. Wait, let me do this the other way around. So from this drop to up here, we're acting like prices never made, like Bitcoin hasn't made a parabolic move like this before, right? Like just go look at weekly time frame. made bullish, made this huge bullish move and then dropped like crazy. People thought Bitcoin was finished. People were selling their Bitcoin and stuff like that. Then people bought. Then those with smart money, they bought. Then price came back down again, back down to $4,000 basically, and then price boomed like that. If you want, you can follow everybody else. I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. You can follow everybody else and keep selling your Ripple coins, but I'm only looking to buy more, honestly. At 17 cents, at 19 cents and all that, I'm looking to buy more because guess what? If it's less than 20 cents, you could buy five of these for $1. You can buy 5 Ripple coins for $1, and then if it goes up to $1, then you just make $5. Put that into hundreds or thousands, same thing. If you invest $1,000 right now, then price goes up to $1,000. At $1, then you're gonna get $5,000 in returns. Like you're gonna have a freaking 500%, 400% ROI. So hey, that's just what I'm trying to get at, guys. Like with Ripple, 469%. Bitcoin, Moonin, not gonna really talk much about Bitcoin. I'm just more worried about Ripple because it's so cheap, and since everybody wants to sell it, that's when you should be looking to buy. USD Mexican, not really feeling this pair at all. Like I said, it made this buy to sell move, came back and dropped. It could, the way how it's setting up right now on the 1 hourly, you could be looking for a potential buy right here off of this zone. But this is a exotic pair, so you want to not trade with the big lot size. You want to manage your risk well on this one. But yeah, I like this potential buy that's going to happen on USD Mexican. And if you take the buy, stop loss 19.83471. USD CHF, this pair is just ugly to me right now, man. It's just really, really ugly to me. I don't care for it. GJ, still chilling at this sell box for how long? Could sell. I personally like the sells on the GBPs, but it's just not ideal for me because it's just so choppy. So there it is there, guys. I got into the AUD USD sell and I got into the Euro NZD buy long term. EG, I still have my sell limit set up, but everything else, I'm not really caring to trade like that. There are other trades that I could go and look at, but these are my main pairs that I trade. Therefore, I'm only going to stick with these. Stay disciplined, But is there any other questions or any other pairs that anybody wants me to take a look at before I make my leave? Let me see what GJ looks like on arbitrage. Called for that sell. Looks nice. 1 hour has a called for the buy. Okay. 4 hour time frame holding up at that upper danger zone, but it's still over the RSI line. All right. New drawings. Daily time frame leaving wicks to the upside. Yeah, I still like the sell on GJ regardless on the long term. It's just very choppy, like I said. So, yeah. Well, there's no other questions or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Post up the recording very shortly, but thank you guys for checking out my weekly analysis. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys are watching this from the recording. And if you are in my Telegram and Discord channel, communicate with me. Just let me know, like, what things do you think I could be doing better, except for posting signals, because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to show setups and for people to see them and then make their own decisions based off of what they see from me. No problem, man. Thank you for hopping on. I appreciate it. But yeah, let me know in my chat. Like, you guys could hit me up directly. Be like, hey, I think you could do this a little differently, this, and stuff like that. I appreciate the feedback. So other than that, thanks guys for hopping on, and let's have a profitable week. Laters.